We are back in the shop today, and this is going to be the follow-up on the tire machines. This video is going to be about me showing you guys how to use the machines and how they work. And yeah, so what we're going to do is first we're going to take a wheel off one of my cars. It's actually going to be my truck. We're going to take a wheel off my truck, take it over, we're going to break the tire down or take the tire off, and then put it back together, and then we're going to rebalance it. We're going to show you guys how to use these tools. It's awesome. Like I said, these are the Chinese, the cheapish. They're not super cheap, but they're cheapish tire machines off eBay. So yeah, super pumped. Let's jump into this and show you guys how it's done. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to take the air out of it, obviously. So you want to take the valve out, which they sell better tools than this. This is kind of just what I have right now. Okay, I just like to put everything right up here, caps here. Okay, so second off, after you're done getting the air out, you want to take the weights off. All right, once the weights are off, here, we can check these out real quick. Here's the buttons. This one is going to be the electric motor for up here. If you push down, it goes one way. You push up with your foot, it goes the other way. And this one here, you just push down on it and those will come out. Whoop. There you go, and that's what grabs the wheel. Push it back down. It'll go back in. Okay, and this last one is to break the bead. So yeah, we'll get that one once we get the tire ready to go. Also, here's those wheel weights. What is it? See if it'll focus. 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 Nothing. Fail. Okay, either way, there's two different types of weights. Actually three. I have these MCs, and these are like a P. You can see the, I think they're P something, I don't know. But they have different backs on them, and they're for different wheels. See, there's a, hopefully it focuses. Man, thing's not focusing at all. Ugh. Either way, there's two different types. You can see, there we go. And then I got some stick-on ones up here, too. So, but this wheel takes the MC, and I try to keep these all nice and organized so they're right sizes, the weights. But yeah, we'll get into that. So either way, guys, let's jump back into this and get going. Also, real quick, I noticed that the inside of this tire is wearing, so that means that I definitely have an alignment issue. It might be a ball joint. I know the tie rod ends have a little bit of play, so we're gonna have to replace the tie rod ends and probably the ball joints anyways on these trucks, which is pretty easy. Either way, let's jump into this thing. Okay, so it's on here. You just open this up. And it's gonna pull this in. I usually try. Might take you a couple more. This should only take 2 hits on this one side. Yep, there it goes. There's 2. And if my air compressor goes off, that's the problem. That's why I still have the little compressor hooked up right now. So it's gonna go off, but either way, we'll get this moving here. Come on. There it goes. Okay, it's completely off the bead. Now just grab the wheel, put it up like so. You're gonna hit the middle button down here. It's gonna bring it out. You wanna keep it nice and level. Make sure it's good here. Sorry guys, it's cold out. I got the sniffles right now. What we do is get this lined up. Hopefully you guys can see it clearly. And use the bar here. This end. And what you do is you pry down on one side to give it a little bit of help. Can help it. Okay, and if you get really good at it, which I'm not going to do today, but you can actually get this all kind of like in one motion. But okay, this is kind of a tricky spot. This is easy with these tires because the sidewall is so big. But what I like to do is pull up on one side and then get down in here with your tool. You can actually just kind of press it up like so. Right off. Said guys, these are really easy with this tire because the sidewall is so big. But on the GT and the Cobra wheels that I did, those are a little more difficult. Either way, here we go. So now what you can do is you can take wire brush and here for now. And what you can do is with a wire brush, you just go back and forth, clean this all up real nice. And also just watch, the newer vehicles have sensors in them. A lot of the sensors are right here on the valve. And when you're doing even breaking them off, make sure you're not breaking it next to the sensor, because you'll break the sensor. Some of them have a band too, so watch for that when you're doing all this. Just be very mindful that there's a sensor here. Yeah, what we're gonna do now is lube this up and just put it right back on. I'll show you the balance machine. All right, when we're ready to put it all back on, you wanna lube up the bead here, both sides, the inside and the outside, or the inside is in down here, the other side of the tire. But either way, you want to lube them up with some soapy water, and you set it. It's gonna be kind of hard to tell exactly how you set it here. I don't have a real good camera angle, but either way, it's kind of the same way that you took it off. You're setting it in there. You don't need the bar. You just set the tire on it, and then you go clockwise, and it'll just pull itself right down in like so. Okay, maybe we'll get a little better view on it here. See, this is doing one-handed. You want to get it like that. Okay, so you're getting the one side up, and the one side's going to be underneath here. And I want it close, like I said. I'm trying one-handed. Not very easy to do. Let's go for it. Boom. That's it. And up here is the lever. Once you pull that, that spring is going to pull it straight up. Boom. And you just push it out of the way. And now, like I said, see down here, the valve is right there. We can go this way, we're just gonna go backwards. Put it here. And now you have this, which is the only thing I really don't like as much about this machine is that you have this set up, which is fine. I mean, it goes on here and it'll stay there, no problem, and you gotta use your hand. But the other brands, they actually have, right where that caution is, they have another foot peg pedal. And you push on that, and it actually, that's where you get the air from. You don't use something like this. But either way, I mean, it's fine. And then this model tire machine does not have the bead. They help, I don't know, they're like bead helpers. I don't know. They have air like down in there, and they spray up underneath, and then it helps seat the bead. But either way, this shouldn't be too bad. We'll just see if it goes first try here. Oh, there we go. Now this is always fun. See if it'll pop. Oh, there's one. This is always the fun part, hearing these things go off. There it goes. Aha! Got her. Okay, so here's nice. You got a little gauge. Man, this camera just does not want to focus today. Aha! Kinda. All right, so there you go. You can see how much pressure we got in. We're gonna put 32 pounds in, and then we're gonna take it back off, and then we move over here and get this thing going. Little on buttons over here. And what we're gonna do is we have to set up the machine. And again, this camera is just not doing very well at all. Those are 2 zeros. And what you need to do is you need to get the wheel on the machine, And how to do that first is you put the wheel on. Okay, she's on. And then you need to figure out which adapter you need. So we're gonna need the big one. Need the big one. Here, now you're gonna have to do the pick the wheel up, push that through, and then grab this little guy and then tighten her down. Now you got to set up the machine, and here's the settings. You have the distance, and that's going to be from here to right inside this lip right here. So what we're going to do is check that, and the focusing is not so much, but it's right at 70. So what we're going to do is click. Oh, right here. Here you go. That says 73. So you gotta believe me here. Down to 70 here. Okay, and now we need the width of the wheel, and you can use this tool right here. Let me open this up. And then it's the same thing. You wanna go right in here on both sides. Let me do that real quick. Okay, and about 7.5. Check and see where it was originally. Like I said, I did the Mustang wheels. I don't remember what they were. They were at, okay, maybe not. All right, either way, 7.5. There you go. And then the last one is the size of the wheel. And if I'm not mistaken, these are 15s. And how you check that is a 235, 75, R15. The R15 is the rim size. So it's a 15-inch. So we want to come over here. And where are we at? We're at 15, right on the money. Okay, so after you do that, you want to make sure you're standing away, because this one doesn't have the guard on it. We're actually, my brother and I are gonna make a guard for it, but so it just spins. And just watch, because if it's got dirt like this one does, and any debris is gonna fly everywhere, probably like that little thing of mud right there. Either way, we're ready to rip. It says go dyno. I think that's what it says, I don't know. But it spins, spin, spin. Okay, it's slowing down. All right, so now what I do is it's in, I think it's in grams, and I want it in ounces. So what we do is hit this, puts it right where it needs to be. Again, guys, I'm really sorry. The camera's just not playing with me today. Here you go, 175 and 25. So this means on the inner, so right here, and then the 25 is going to be on the outer. And how do you check that? Is right here. See these things? You want to spin the wheel until they all line up. So we're going to do the outside first because we're getting close. You spin the wheel. Oop. Right there. Okay, so once you're there, there's no brake on this one, which kind of stinks. It's nice. Some of the ones have a brake right here. Either way, it's 2.5. This one's a 2.5, and what you want to do is come right to the top. Dead center, 12 o'clock. And smack it in there. So that's going to take 2 hands, but you do the same thing. We're going to just spin it to the other side, and boom, right there. See the other one? And that one, you just go straight here and put it right there, and you should be good. So let's let me hammer these on there, and then that's using this tool. It's got the little hammer on the edge. You smack them on there. I'll hammer it on, and then we'll give it another go and see if we're balanced. Wheel weights are on. That one actually had to take 175. I didn't have a normal, just 175, so I had to use 2 of them to make it even. And then the 0.25 is on that side. So let's give it a whirl. See if we're close. Hit start. Ta-da. It's slowing down. Ooh. Okay, so right there. Okay, we're saying we're a little off, 0.5, so we're close. So either way, I'm going to put 0.5 on, we should be good. And then we'll throw this one back on. Alright guys, so hopefully the video came out alright. I know I was trying to do some different angles with the GoPro, just the lighting just isn't working out there. I cannot get it right. But hopefully you got the gist of it. The machines work great, have no issues at all. Those tires are very easy tires to do, so and they're pretty common size, I guess. The newer cars are getting to bigger wheels, lower profile tires, but either way, again, big thumbs up to these guys. Mayflower, the cheap, the eBay stuff, no issues. I'm loving these. I'm absolutely loving them. Again, all you need is you need, what, 110 or whatever, you need some power. Here's the regulator. You need some air, which again, this is the air compressor I used today, was just that little guy. And it worked fine. It didn't kick back on, so it did very well. And then the bouncer, you just get a little bit of juice out of that bad boy too, and you're good to go. So, whoa, I almost lost the camera. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. We got some more projects. We're gonna keep working on that bike here shortly, and the Mustang engine. So, yeah, we got some more content coming. Guys, hope you guys have a good evening, good day, good morning, whatever you guys are watching this. God bless.